So, welcome to the tiebreaker match between ArmyofWon and FrenchLightningJohn. I am here with Chocola Gaming today as my co-commentator.
Hello.
This match is going to be very interesting. It almost would have been a 2-0 for Army had John not show up last second, but despite showing up very late, it still was a tie. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing who wins this and who is moving on in the tournament.
If you weren't here for the first two races, they were pretty good races. Having French Lightning win the first one and having a huge upset, Army just couldn't get any items together and figure out any good locations. The second one was pretty fast for Army. Army knew exactly where to go, had perfect tracking of where he wanted to go, and French just wasn't quick enough to the punch. So this one's going to be interesting. This is going to be the first race for today, along with many more.
Definitely one of the upcoming ones to finally have some beams tracking at long last. Again, no ice beams since it's entirely optional, and one would normally acquire that at the end anyway. So, regardless, it's still nice to see the layout extend a little bit further. Would have been nice for supers to be added, but
yeah, it's still not there.
This is perfectly fine.
That's like the first thing I said. I was like, "Where's super missiles?"
So we should be starting any moment, just as soon as things get settled. My bet is that the winner is going to win. Exactly. That's how races normally work. I wasn't really complaining about the drag hook. It's just fine. Sure, maybe a little bit unsized on the other end, but this is fine. Yeah, I am happy that the beams are included now. But like I said, Ice Beam is entirely an optional find, so I'm fine with that not being included in the tracker.
So what do you think the first item is going to be in the data room?
Given everything so far, more than likely speed.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I would hope to see a morph ball start. I don't think we've seen many of those.
Not many, and if we did, it was only once. This item is very ill. Can never go anywhere. You're just stuck on operations deck.
I think we're getting ready to start.
Yeah. And
we're
we
off.
are going live. Both of them going through the spear as quickly as possible. Even in the randomizer, Adam speaks too much.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe being a little bit fancy with his wall jumps. John pulling up an excellent wall jump there. We're about to discover our first item. Whether it would be good or bad or plain vanilla, we'll see soon.
Let's hope for a morph.
It's not missiles. Hey, look at
it's
that!
morph!
Look at that!
Spicy seed coming up.
So far, so good. Finally, one of the more rarer oddities of the randomizer. Now, thankfully, you do not have to do the speed booster strats with Morph Ball, because it's clearly designed to. The game is designed to have Morph Ball in mind when going through that initially, and speed booster blocks likely were intended to be used on the way out. But since it still works, whether you have speed or morph, it pretty much works for both speed and morph. And there we go, the white item tracker is perfectly in frame now. Everything is set. Both of them picking up their first E-tanks. And the major is near the elevator.
That's pretty interesting.
We won't know until both of them acquire a speed booster and check it out.
Well, at least we know that one's not speed boosted.
Mm-hmm. Army making a save.
Looks like Army will try doing the Kaigo jump if that's major.
John is likely going to check it.
It is a major. So we might see Army pull off a Kaigo jump.
John is opting to check and come back later once he finds the thing to get over the cargo.
Army getting Kaigo.
Oh!
Getting gravity!
That severely helps with.
Looks like it really paid off.
Definitely.
Now if he could just get out. Uh-oh. Not good. And he makes it.
He makes it.
Army's gonna go up for a recharge. Now we're gonna see if Kaigo was required for this sector this early.
Most of our one is high-fiving at this point in the main room.
Looks like
And
speed
there's speed
booster.
booster. Acquired very early, it seems.
Now we'll see if they go on the famous missile hunt.
Yep. It's always fun when it's a missile hunt. Beginning to keep speed on that ramp. But at least with speed booster, John could easily go through the cargo room just fine. And it looks like he's doing so.
So he's gonna pick up his gravity suit.
Army acquiring his speed booster. Not getting a gravity on ability, especially when it was acquired this early. So it looks like John is heading to 4. If I was running this, I would likely remind myself of the main deck elevator item and acquire that before heading into any other sectors.
Yeah, we'll see if Army goes up and opposite check that. I'm not sure if 4 would be a good play. There's only one item you can check right now with gravity.
Oh,
and there's
main
missile
missiles.
data.
And there's wide beam on John's end. That's the wrong thing I tracked in. Oops.
Looks like Army's gonna go fight Arachnus.
Definitely. He has the means of getting out, so it's perfectly safe for him to go check.
Arachnus, if you're new to the Metroid Fusion, has 5 items that are checkable. We'll see if French Lightning goes to check that main deck item now. Looks like he will.
Arachnus has 5 readings, got it. Exactly.
You know, that's usually the case.
Yeah, and in this case, with damage one's on, it doesn't hurt to have the health.
Well, I mean, right now with gravity, the only damage runs they'll be doing is in Sector 6.
Yeah. Army attempting to get the double shot off.
Oh, there's a major. Tlaria,
Ooh.
okay, so now we won't have any damage runs.
Damage ones. What's that?
Army missing both those missiles.
At least the core didn't spawn with no green eggs. That would have been a pain to grind.
Yeah. So like, he'll get super missiles.
That would definitely help with later bosses, should they check more than just Arachnus.
So with the current items right now, I think Army's gonna go to Sector 2 and check that out. Or 1, sorry. Sector 1.
Yeah, both of them do have options to explore 3 and check one item, but well, 2 items with speed booster, but they can't do anything else without bombs. John getting off the double missiles and acquiring his supers. He likely picked up failure, so just gonna track that before I forget. Take care of this stabilizer with a speed boost. Saving him a few missile users. Albeit, it would just be one with supers, but still saves time nonetheless.
There's high jump.
John opting to go check out Sector 1 too. So far, the only difference between how one is one has a beam and one doesn't.
Army opting not to pick those missiles up.
More likely just to save time, because while charge beam could be helpful, it wouldn't hurt pick up a few more packs of missiles just to be absolutely safe.
There's his way out of Sector 4.
Yep. Now they just need a few more other things. So without a doubt, we have a charged plasma hunt on our hands. The question is, where exactly would they be located?
Well, there's
Well-
charge.
There's no answer. Didn't have to go very far for that. Big Cow was hoping for a charge at for plasma at charge coax.
Looks like Army's gonna go for that speed booster. You could pick up both items.
Mm-hmm. Just a
Like,
missile
just
over
missiles. and a power bomb.
Take care of that coax just as fast.
Just an energy tank, but that's okay.
John forgetting that he has to deal with an idol before speeding through. But understandably, it won't take him long to catch up since he has lied. Sector 3 so far seems to be the most ideal spot for bombs.
Yeah, I'm not seeing another way they could be in a different sector right now.
Nothing stopping Army from checking that one spot and acquiring his light beam and forward.
I think we'll see Army go down there after Sector 3, if bombs are gotten. He might go Sector 2.
He is going to 4, it looks like. Both of them do have diffusion, so that opens up one other check down there.
That was a nice low height right there.
Definitely. Nothing landed, just a whole bunch of E-tanks.
Looks like French Lightning is going to go check that item as well.
Army going to Sector 3 now that he's checked both spots that he can.
Just an E-tank there.
Another spot for bombs to be in, and it's through the heat boom.
Now this could be screw. This doesn't have to be bombs, which would make the seed a little more interesting. But there's bombs.
Army not checking the spot behind where bombs on. Definitely wouldn't have hurt to check there.
think we'll start seeing both runners changing paths, going different ways now. Because bombs opens up the majority of the game now.
Definitely. They can either head to Sector 5 or Sector 6, depending on what they do upon.
Yeah, they can also go to 4 and 2, check those ones out.
Mhm. Army is opting to check a bit more and flee. And Bob is just a missile. Just Bob being himself.
So with diffusion and super missiles, I think box is only 7 missiles, right?
It should. I don't quite exactly recall off the top of my head.
Looks like it was 8. He did miss a couple missiles with it.
Seems like it. And ends
So
up
we got
getting
some
more
missiles. Looks like Army's gonna go down, check lower sector 3. Or maybe not.
There's no telling we may possibly be in lower 3. Looks like Army is heading into 5.
He's gonna go and unlock 4. All 4 doors.
It wouldn't hurt to
Bodies.
open them now because it saves time of having to go down to 5 and unlock 3.
Also, plasma could be in 5. Usually you'll see the last item in a later sector.
John accepting his missile tank reward from beating box 1.
There's some missiles. And more missiles. Looks like Army's not going to check out the rest of Sector 5 just yet. Just a missile in there. Looks like FrenchLightningJohn is gonna head to Sector 4. Uh-oh, that's not good. Army hasn't saved in a while. That was close.
Who? Still having a power bomb tank.
I think he's gonna save right here after he kills this enemy. Yep. A little safety save wouldn't hurt right here, especially with low health. So what's not good about this is Army hasn't lowered the water, so he's definitely going to take damage here, but there's an E-tank right across the hall, so...
Ooh. That is plasma beam.
Ooh.
Oh!
Army not making it.
Oh, that was so close. All John needs to do is unlock level 4s and he'll be off.
Hopefully Army will check this sector real quick while he's in here. I wouldn't see why not. This is still anybody's race right now. Ooh, almost getting hit there.
Being very close, but not getting any help.
See if Army goes and picks up the E-tank. Looks like he will opt to pick it up. And getting a red
Webex could
X.
help. That would definitely get him enough to survive.
Looks like Army will be checking these items. This is going to be a close race, depending on when he gets plasma. Looks like he'll get plasma right now.
Yeah.
And Army is in go mode.
So while both runners may be in go mode right now, there could still be a possibility for John to catch up and take it from behind if Army has Turbos with Omega or SAX. But no, they don't have Ice Missile, so they can't do the quick kill.
I think what we're going to see is, Army may have trouble with SAX. I don't think he'll have trouble with Omega. So if he can get past SAX, he'll be good.
Definitely doing a save in main deck.
One thing that's going to help French Lightning out is he has so many more E-Tanks than Army. Army only has 5. But he's actually going to go into the fight with just 4.
Of course, having more E-Tanks also makes it so that refill upon acquiring Ice Core at the Omega Metroid takes a few seconds longer.
Army having no issue with SAX Phase 1.
And Phase 2 is down.
Well, that's SAX. Now on to Omega.
Propulsion sequence activated.
John also opting to make the save in main deck. Although John has a lot more energy tanks than Army does, it still doesn't hurt to save in case things go awry. Phase 2 of SCX going down for John. And Army getting the stun on Omega Metroid. Army definitely succeeded in overcoming John.
I think Army knows who won.
Yep. That is the GG. Hello, Army. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much for the congratulations.
For the most part, this match was pretty even between the two of you. And I think the main difference that allowed you to come up on top is better routing.
Yeah, I think what really got it was cargo jump. I mean, that allowed me to get gravity suit, first item that I got. And when I realized, oh, I can go get red doors, and then I'll be in Sector 4, which is where I wanted to go next. And coming up empty in Upper 3, I just went ahead and went for red doors. The rest is finished.
Yeah, it was a good thing that plasma beam was so nearby, and you didn't have to traverse very far to look for it.
Yeah, so I'm a little curious as to what John's routing was with everything.
John basically took the same route as you. The only difference is when you went to go do level 4 doors, he just went straight to Sector 4.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And John just finished killing Omega.
Yeah, it was much closer than I thought it would be. I thought that having to go back for gravity suit in Sector 2, John would be all over Sector 2 looking for stuff. I thought I was much further ahead, to be honest.
This was a close race. Like, if one of you went a different route, the other one would have won. Like, it was... Like, you both took the exact same route. And it was crazy to see that both of you came up with the same items. And it was amazing. What a race this was.
Welcome, John. GG's.
Thank you. GG, ArmyofWon.
Yeah, good race. That was much closer than I thought than it felt when I was finishing up.
I was hoping that that's that done, man. I feel like I did too many decision mistake. So. Well,
did you cargo jump?
Did I what?
Did you jump over the cargo using the damage boost?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Yeah, I thought that after I saw that and getting a high jump in Sector 1, I thought you would have been all over Sector 2 looking for stuff.
No, because of that gravity suit, I got baited for an early Sector 4 search. And with gravity suit and speed booster. So I went there early in case the sea wanted to throw me there. But at the same time, I did well after doing Sector 3, getting what I needed to go circling to Sector 4 to get that plasma beam where it was. But I should have charged below series first. I would have been Guma instead of doing all of upper Sector 4.
Yeah, I was feeling real bad after, so I checked the first 2 checks in Sector 4 first before getting bombs. I thought, I got supers from Arachnus. I got diffusion from wherever I got diffusion from. So there's 2 checks in Sector 3, 2 checks in Sector 4. Sector 4 is the smarter check. It's like, okay, if bombs are down there, it might take John a little bit longer to find them. What do you mean bombs aren't down here? Oh no, that means that he's already gone to Sector 3 and got bombs.
No,
Ah,
I did an early sector 4 and went up to immediately to Arachnus. Or I did Arachnus in sector 4. I don't remember the sequence, but I did wait a lot before I did sector 3.
Yeah, I felt like I was making all the wrong decisions until I decided, I decided to abandon lower 3. I never went down there. I fought
Yeah.
box and I was picking up nothing. So you know what? There's probably nothing in lower sector 3. I'm not going to waste time going back down there.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm just going to head straight to red doors after that.
I did the same thing in a way with sector 3. I wanted to go down, then was like, nah, we'll go up instead.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, and I abandoned completely the lower sector 3 also. And it's saying that we did both the right choice there.
Right.
definitely. It does pay off to sometimes just skip an area entirely because logic may not be pointing down there directly.
Yeah.
In fact, it was because I got wide beam in sector 4 behind the super missile check. I had a feeling that there was going to be more majors, so I did red doors right into sector 4. That death that I took though.
Yeah,
That was
we were
so
talking about
close
that.
to not
Yeah,
dying.
it was so
Oh.
close.
You died.
I
At least you
died
took
in
the
lower
safety
sector
save.
4 to the
Oh.
spicy water. I was that low on health going into the electrified water coming out of 4.
Yeah,
And I was at the
thankfully-
very top of the ladder when I ran out of health.
Thankfully, you got that red X on the second attempt.
Right,
Otherwise,
I went, you know
it
what,
would've
I'm not
been
gonna I'm gonna heal off this red X.
So I feel like we did this about the same route, same decision. And we both did. So basically, since we did about the same stuff, was up to execution then, and you're a better player than me execution wise. So this was
Yeah.
the way I could win in there.
Definitely
Yeah,
came down
I
to
do have a
execution.
question though. Did you go to sector 1 first or Arachnus first?
I did Arachnus first.
Arachnus, same here. So yeah, that's really interesting that we made pretty much all the same routing decisions.
Yeah.
That's real. Well, you had ice beam at the end.
Yep. No,
Where did you
ice
find
missiles.
that?
I did that ice.
Oh.
I had ice missiles.
Okay, so that was the thing I just missed.
Where did you find those? Were those in sector 4?
Yes, I think it was in sector 4.
Yeah. So
Yes, I did
I
all
got-
sector 4. I look where the water pump is. I did Ceres. I did all those things.
Yeah, when I was going into Sector 4 and I knew that I was just looking for plasma, instead of doing the whole Sector 4 loop, which is what I would normally do if I want to do a full clear of 4, like including Ceres in the loop, I was going for the shallow checks first. And
Actually, I'd done that too.
Yeah, it could have been much more closer had things gone differently.
Mhm.
But yeah, it looks like Army of One is going to be facing whoever wins against the match of Agent Clunk versus Z-Seek, which is happening later today.
So yeah, I'll be. I suppose both of us will be watching that match to see who will be going up against next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
very
too sure
good
what to
race.
do, which I will be against next.
So, huge shout outs to the bases for competing and putting up a very, very close match in the end. Shout outs to Speedrun Gaming for hosting this tournament, and thanks to Chocola Gaming for joining me to commentate this race. So, with that, we'll see you next mission.
Mm-hmm. So later
See you
today,
later.
chat, we will have Friday versus Big Ohm at 4 p.m. on Speed Gaming 2. We will have Zeke versus Agent Clunk at 5 p.m. on Speed Gaming 3. And at 8 p.m. we'll have Next Gen Gamer versus Sonic on Speed Gaming 1.
See you guys then.